Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for watching another video. Tonight we're going to be checking out one of the largest, most oversized, overbuilt folding EDC knives I've ever seen. This is the Tundra by CJRB. And as always, guys, if at the ending of the video you want to purchase this knife and help support the channel, make sure you check out the link in the description below because we do get a commission if you purchase this knife. And of course, before getting started, just want to thank the good folks out at CJRB for sending me this knife to review. Let's get started. Let's begin with a quick size reference just so you get a better idea for how massive this knife is. Here it is next to a large permanent marker. And here it is with the blade open. Just absolutely dwarfs that permanent marker. Here's a look at them vertically next to each other so you can compare the diameter of the pen next to the knife. And now with the blade open. Let's take a rough measurement with the blade closed, and looks like we got just about 5 inches. And now with the blade open, we got just about, looks like 8 3/4 inches. Almost 9. Let's have a look at the top of the knife here, just so you get a better idea for the overall thickness of this knife. So here it's a pair of chopsticks. This is the thicker side, and it looks to be, with the scales, just a little bit thicker than that. Let's have a look at the thickness of this blade over in the thumb ramp area, and that looks to be almost the same thickness as 3 US quarters, just a little bit slimmer than that. Let's get this knife on the scale so you know how much weight you're going to be carrying around. Coming in at 8 ounces. And just in case you're wondering what 8 ounces is going to feel like in your pack, well, if you got some AA batteries around the house, weighs almost as much as 10 of those. Currently, there are 2 variations that the Tundra is available in. You got this black G10 with this black PVD coating. Then there's a green G10 with a stonewash finish. And there was a limited run floating around out there, if you can find it. It had titanium handles with S35VN. That's absolutely bananas. This knife has 2 opening mechanisms. The first one is this giant flipper lever here. It is skeletonized, and they gave you a little bit of jimping here. All you got to do is pull it back. And like with most flipper lever knives, when you pull back on the lever, it's going to swing around and end up down here on the bottom and act as a finger guard to stop your fingers from going forward and getting on the edge. Right above where your flipper lever ends up, there's this hole that's milled into the G10 scales and through the blade, and it's there to accept this threaded pin. And that's there to aid you when you're really banging down on the blade to stop it from closing on you. And then your second opening mechanism are these giant dual thumb studs. They look like mini barrels. And of course, all you got to do is get your finger digging in and rotate it around, or you can flick it open. Just want to give you guys a close-up again of the thumb studs. It does pass through to the other side. Giant. Tundra uses a liner lock to stop the blade from closing up on you. So if you look right here, as the blade is rotating around, it's going to swing over and lock into place. To close it, all you got to do is use your thumb to move it on the side and close up the blade. Now guys, you would think because of the size and the thickness of this blade that the opening action would kind of drag a bit because it's so heavy, but it's smooth and quick. And when that blade gets to the open position, it gives you a nice thud. That blade is pivoting on a caged ceramic ball bearing system. Let's have a look up front at this absolutely massive drop point blade starting off over in the thumb ramp area. I'm going to turn that sideways so you can see just how massive these jimping stairs are. And normally drop points keep that same thickness all the way down to the point, but there are 2 bevels cut out on the top of the blade, probably to save on weight. Up front on the blade, got a decent sized finger choil to help you sneak up on this blade and get you a little bit more control when you're doing more detailed knife work. And it's also going to double as a sharpening choil to help you sharpen the entirety of this edge from the tip down to the heel. As mentioned before, this is a black PVD coating that's going to aid in the blade's durability and help with stopping corrosion. Pretty much a flat grind here. No curvature on the knife flats all the way up to the shoulder. Very easy to sharpen and maintain flat grinds. And again, just a massive swooping belly on this giant drop point blade. Steel type being used is D2. D2 is a high carbon stainless steel. It's got just enough chromium in it to be considered a stainless, so your corrosion resistance is going to be pretty good. And it is known for its superior edge retention. And as we're going to see, it takes a nice edge. Going to bring you guys in closer so we can admire the milling they've done on these G10 scales. Nice straight beveling. In fact, let me turn this sideways here so we can see the texturing. Not aggressive at all. You see the pattern on here. Still really grippy. And with all of these grooves milled into the G10, it's going to aid in grip. Nicely done bevels all the way around. Nice and clean. Let's have a look down in these handles. Right, we got full liners, and we can see the circle cutouts there to try to help save on weight as much as possible. Let's have a look at the rear of the knife here, and we can see got two. Let's have a look at the rear of the knife. We've just got two standoffs back here, and the hardware to reverse your pocket clip. There's a closer look at your pocket clip there. Nice and thick, needed for a knife this big. And you can use either one of these holes to run your lanyard through. Here's a quick look at what this knife would look like if you decided to try to carry it around in your pocket, but you probably want to have it in a pouch or attached to some kind of carrier system. But it works out pretty good. That's what it would look like. Alright guys, let's talk about grip dynamics. How is this knife going to feel in your hand and how is it going to perform? This is a massive folding knife. Alright, it is chunky, it's heavy, and it is powerful. Now, as big as it is well balanced. There's a lot of G10 here to offset the thickness of the steel in the front. And there's not too much curvature to this, right? It's just neutral on the top, very flat on the bottom. You just have a single finger choil up here, so one in the front, four in the back. And I think just about everybody's going to be able to get their hands on this thing. That is a strong knife. Alright guys, let's try some slicing with our factory edge. Got some paper here. Let's see how we do. Oh, nice and smooth. Such a massive edge. No problem. Well done. Let's try it out on some 550 paracord. I don't think we're going to have any issues here. Right over the belly. Easily done. And let's close it up by cutting through a couple of layers of cardboard. Smooth. Once again, guys, this has been the Tundra by CJRB. If you're looking for a larger folding EDC knife that can take a lot of punishment, this could be a great option for you. Well, alright guys, this is the ending of the video. Remember, if you want to purchase this awesome knife from CJRB, make sure to check out the link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.